Jackson State's men's basketball team was not as fortunate as the women were in this opening week of SWAC play. They suffered two tough losses to Alcorn. The Alcorn game was 65-50. They followed that up with a loss to Alabama State on the road by a score of 72-57. Now, you look at both of these losses, you're looking at two 15-point deficits in each. But again, if you watch the game, it was closer than that for most of the game in both. Jackson State showed some good energy for most of the game, and both of them really. In the Alcorn game, I just feel like they maintained their energy throughout the game. In the Alabama State game was ugly. The Alabama State game was like some late 90s ball between the Knicks and the Heat.
Physical, no shooters, a lot of missed shots.
Bro, I think at halftime, maybe like Alabama State was shooting like 41%, and like Jackson State was somewhere in the 30s.
Oof.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah.
It was nasty. So they got some work to do going forward. How conference play can be, though. You know what I'm saying? You can coming off all those quote unquote check games and stuff like that. I know Coach Prime spoke out against those kind of games. And that might be something that he doesn't have to do with the football program, with all the notoriety and all his juice that he can bring in and still get sponsors and not have to take those check games. But it seems like our women and men basketball team still had to, go out there and get that money. Yeah. As we spoke on in the girls segment, the women's segment, excuse me. And I want to trying to keep telling myself, say women and men, because these folks, they college students, but some of these folks got kids and trying to help mama with bills and all that kind of stuff, talking about, and real responsibilities to go with them out there hooping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the women's team did keep it competitive in those check games for the most part.
They did. The boys did too. The boys did too in spots. I mean, they played Iowa State pretty tough.
Yeah, they did. They did. I saw that. But I want to make sure we note those things, though, because somebody might look at their record going into conference play and be like, man, why y'all even talking about this? Their record is trash, and they're not understanding how this stuff works. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you got these programs like this, these smaller schools, that first half from like late October, November, whenever they're starting through now, they got to do those check games and all that kind of stuff to get the money to pay for the rest of the program.
Yeah.
And then now is when their season for real start. Everything is focused on winning your league.
Yeah.
Win your league. You know what I'm talking about? So you get that NCAA berth.
And to their credit too now, I mean, in their defense, I mean, they did have a couple of games on the schedule that were canceled, probably because of COVID, stuff like that. So they last game before SWAC season started was on the 16th of December. So you missed a couple weeks or better of just game type, real games, and then you missed that, and maybe the outcome is different potentially. When you got those couple games on your belt to keep the team going, and then the lack of not being any rust there, you need that. You need that continuity kind of going into season play. So, it could be just one of those things too, man.
That's true, because defense is effort, intensity, and want to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It has technique with it as well in terms of how you going to shade guy, you going to shade them left, right, somehow how are we forcing baseline, you know what I'm saying, and trap them there, how we going to run this press, all that kind of stuff. So you got some stuff there. Yep. But offensively, like I'm saying, how ugly it was, that lack of continuity in terms of court time, how COVID is really wrecking shot. You know if it's doing the fool in the pros.
It's gotta be tough.
And in the pros, they can just, okay, we're gonna get this guy 10 days, get this guy 10 days. And, but these guys still can hoop. You can get somebody out of the G League.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my former player from Velma Jackson, Quindary Weatherspoon, he came from Warriors G League affiliate, stepped right into a game on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
With the Warriors and guarded Chris Paul and Devin Booker and stuff like that because he's still a good basketball player. He's still a talented basketball player. Mm-hmm. Well, these folks are still in college.
Yeah.
And you ain't got no G League, just go pull somebody from it. I saw one coach say, with the way Kobe going right now, assistant coaches, y'all need to bring y'all shoes to practice and be ready to hop in on some of these drills.
The one I like is the one where they showed they said before long the league gonna have old Common in Just Right. They gonna have Common on the sideline on the bench, subbing in to play a game for the Nets or something. They were talking about the Nets actually.
Yeah. But so if it's hard for them to deal with, I can imagine.
Oh yeah.
That's been tough on the guys as well.
No
but
doubt.
Like I said though,
but there's expectations for Jackson State ball now. I mean, men's ball, they preseason poll, they were supposed to be third. They were voted as third, finishing in the conference.
And that's what I'm saying. The score indicates 15 points. You got beat handily. Mm-hmm. But from watching the game, I was like, they should have won both games.
Right.
They could have won both games.
Right.
Real talk. Like they made some shots in that first half with Alabama State shooting 41%. If they shot 45% in that half, they would have had, pretty decent lead. But hell, they were even worse than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then when they just started kind of trading baskets and then you're on the road, it was kind of a little too much to overcome in that game.
But now you've dived in a lot more than I've been able to with the games and stuff. But do they have a third guy? Because I see the McKinnis kid and the Watson kid are doing well.
Gabe didn't play today for some reason.
Okay.
Gabe Watson, and I've been really following his career because he played high school ball at my alma mater, St. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And as Ray will tell you, guys like Gabe, and there's another kid. They had a couple kids up there. Mo Williams' son played up there too. Mm-hmm. I had a chance to coach his son a little bit, in middle school. But them boys have way more freedom to play than when I played there. All right, you know what I'm saying? So Gabe can hoop. I ain't saying that the freedom was not deserved, but I'm just saying it pales in comparison to what I was allowed to do when I was there. My coach would have choked me out for some of the stuff. But he can hoop, but he didn't hoop in the Alabama State game. Okay. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if it was an injury. Again, it was the Alabama State feed, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't like they really just dove into that for us, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure comment section might know some because they the feds, they be finding out everything, you know what I'm talking about. But if I'm not mistaken, he came into this game as their leading scorer. And he didn't get out there today. So I don't know if it was disciplinary actions or injury or what, or COVID. I don't know what it was. So they were missing that, definitely. You know what I'm saying? J-Mac was out there. He put up 14 and 8, and he shot 50%. You know what I'm saying? Chance Moore went 6 of 14. You know what I'm saying? But made all his free throws for 21. So they definitely could have used Gabe. Malachi Wideman got out there. Now I did see him out there. Which I was really anticipating seeing that. You know what I'm saying? In America, y'all, those of y'all that maybe y'all just not coming here for basketball, and maybe you didn't keep up with football as much. Malachi Wideman was a stud freshman wide out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can throw that thing up.
Throw it anywhere.
Throw it, he gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? I saw him get one shot up. He bricked that muff because he was looking. I'm laughing because it looked like. Now I've heard he can hoop though. I've heard he can hoop.
Right.
But just knowing him in football, he looked like one of those football players out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He probably had a little nerves though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was a tough shot. But he actually took 2 shots. I didn't see that other one, but he went 0 for 2. But man, this was an ugly game. Oh, okay. They were 31% in the first half and 31% in the second half. Shoot.
That ain't gonna work. If you don't put that ball in the cup, it's not gonna work.
Overall, they went 17 for 55.
No, that ain't gonna work.
2 for 21 from Trey Ball.
That ain't gonna work.
They made 81% of the free throws.
That's good. But you got to make shots, man. You got to make
those
shots.
And the only way you can get away with that, if you just going hammer on the offensive glass.
Right.
And they didn't have a rebounder in double digits. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was ugly. And Alabama State for the whole game, they improved in the second half to about 48% in the second half. You know what I'm talking about? And that got it done.
I'll tell you right now, I'm just looking at the SWAC standings, just looking at standings and things like that. There's gonna be this could be a very how Jackson State start might not necessarily dictate the end. Texas Southern was one of those teams that got the notable win against Florida, ranked opponent. I believe it was on the road. I think they went to Florida and beat Florida. Texas Southern did, and Texas Southern was the preseason favorite to win the conference. And but then they turned around and lost to Southern, a while back. It was Monday night, last Monday. So on the 3rd, they lost to Southern. So it's just, it's ebbs and flows to the season. So Jackson State just needs to correct some things internally and play to their potential. I mean, they're one of the favorites in the conference. So
yeah, like I said,
you got to figure it out.
That Alcorn game was 28-24 at half.
Right.
They were in that game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They win both of these games. You know what I'm talking about? So don't just look at the box score, America, or just see the score and be like, oh man, they coming out trash. It was more competitive than that. You know what I'm talking about? You can watch all of the games, all the home games on the JSU network. You know what I'm saying? You can get complete access pass, or you can get it by the game. You know what I'm saying? I got the complete access pass, I think, for like $60 or something. And that goes across sports other than football. They cash in on that football. But it goes across all the other sports. For the away games, I was able to just watch the Alabama State game, boys and women and men, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And if you missed it, I think it's still saved on there on Alabama State's YouTube page. You can go back and watch and see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So there are ways to keep up with it. As I said in the women's segment, man, they opened up against Alcorn, bro. Like, we got to get Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, all that stuff jumping for these games as well. Like, for real. And again, as I stated in the women's segment, and we getting ready to touch on the elephant in the room with the latest signing for the football team. Basketball is on deck. Basketball gonna pull somebody. Okay, basketball gonna pull somebody. It should start with like getting that one. Whoever that one in Jackson should feel like, forget Mississippi State. I'm gonna stay at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me keep it 100 though. With all the violence that we got going on, my little city, Canton, and in Jackson, stuff like that, maybe there's something that makes folks think, oh, I need to get away from home. You know what I'm saying? Something I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
That's what OGs, man. If you're a real one, and we got somebody that got a chance to put on for their family, put on for their community and stuff like that, and trying to get back to the culture by staying at home. We supposed to cloak those kids not only athletically, but also those kids academically that have that ability to do that. We're supposed to be cloaking those kids now.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's supposed to be bigger than just the football team. We want to see this across the board. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
T, what were your final thoughts on it?
I'm really just nothing more than just, it's early. And we've seen a lot of crazy things happen in SWAC tournament play, and teams that were favored don't make it, and some, we've seen hot play later in the season come March Madness, come towards tournament time, postseason tournament time. But there's still, like, everything's wide open. Yeah, Texas Southern beat Florida, and that was impressive, but anybody can be had in this conference, and it's just a matter of how you retool and how you shape your team going forward. So Brent's got some work to do, but I don't see it being. Ain't nobody walked off yet, and every goodbye ain't gone. So
yeah, definitely. Well, America, y'all chime in, tell us what y'all think about the men's program and their opening week and SWAC play. Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com, and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.